Hey everybody, welcome to The Bottom Line. I'm Michael Noland. Have you heard the news? Ozzy Osbourne is coming to a city near you. Now I know a lot of you thought that Ozzy had passed away, but this is the 21st century. We have the technology. We can rebuild the man. And evidently, that's exactly what Ozzy's widow, Sharon Osborne, and his son, Jack Osborne, intend to do. They've signed the rights to use his image to create an interactive Ozzy Osbourne. And evidently, this interactive Ozzy Osbourne will display Ozzy's personality. Jack saying that Ozzy wasn't a poet of any renown. He was the Prince of Darkness, and that this avatar will be exactly like his father, using the same vernacular and everything else. Now, the article I read didn't say that they're actually going to create Ozzy as a performing avatar, but merely as an avatar that could respond to questions. What the hell is this going to be? Some sort of book tour? The next thing we'll hear is that Ozzy Osbourne's avatar has written a book, and of course that will be created by his AI self. Now you know right around the corner with this deal is a performing Ozzy Osbourne, and I can only imagine that Randy Rhoads will be right there by his side. I mean, what is it with us today that we cannot accept death? Death comes to each and every one of us, and whenever we do this, it seems to me that this creates a bottleneck. Who cares about new talent when you can resurrect the dead themselves? First, we saw it with ABBA, and they're not even dead. They're just too old to perform in their prime, and so they got avatars to replace them. And when Kiss decided that they had had enough, they signed their avatar rights over, and we're still expecting that avatar show. Now, as you guys know, this channel covered Ozzy Osbourne's final show, Back to the Beginning, with Black Sabbath. I had nothing but good things to say, and to tell you the truth, I've taken Sharon Osborne and Jack Osborne's side, especially when it came to their responses regarding what Roger Waters had to say about Ozzy, which at the very least was poorly timed on Roger Waters' part, and not the time to bring out anything negative about Ozzy Osbourne. After all, he had just passed away. A lot of fans, and including his family, were still in mourning. But here we are, not even a year later, and his family has evidently decided to sell the rights to his image and his personality. This is where things get a little strange. You see, with regular avatar shows, we see these avatars perform the back catalog of artists, okay? That's a Disney ride. I can understand that. But when you now have an avatar Ozzy able to think for itself and to respond to questions live, you've got to wonder what's happening here. Is this merely a Disney ride, merely an avatar show, or is this denial, both on the music industry's part, Ozzy Osbourne's family part, and if we buy into it, on our part as well? You know, everybody's talking about how rock and roll has declined, that there's not great new music talent out there, and we all know that's not the truth. But a lot of new bands and rock artists can't really get a hold in the industry. We have ancient people up there touring, charging top dollar, and nobody's really interested in anything that they haven't heard a million times before. Not to mention the fact that a new band comes out, they have maybe one album, maybe 2 or 3 of those songs are known by the fans in general, and so the rest of the show is discovering the band. It seems like a lot of fans these days want that exactly. A traveling jukebox, whether it is an 84-year-old Paul McCartney or a now nearly year-long dead Ozzy Osbourne. But you know what? I want to hear from you folks because I'm a big Ozzy Osbourne fan, as many of you know. I'm sorry that he's gone. It's sad that we won't get brand new music from him, new projects coming from the mind of Ozzy Osbourne. But folks, the sad truth is, for all of us, there is an end. There is this thing called acceptance. It's not something that we look forward to. It's not something that we like when our favorite rock stars or singers or actors pass away. But to remain in denial and to support a fake Ozzy Osbourne out there is, to me, ludicrous. But that's my take on the whole subject. I want to hear from you. I know a few of you are really into Avatar shows. And I have even said recently, you know, as a Disney ride, if you're going to go see ABBA, and it's a traveling Avatar show, and say you're in New York City, they have the ABBA Avatar show, I suppose that's fine. It's not my gig. But if everybody wants to see ABBA in their prime, and obviously they're not, I guess that's fine. But now to create a thinking Ozzy Osbourne? Come on, folks. Something isn't quite right. As a matter of fact, Toto, I don't think we're quite in Kansas anymore. Maybe if we tap our heels together 3 times and say, there's no such thing as rock, that we all can collectively resurrect John Lennon. Because guess what, folks? That'll be the next thing we hear from Julian when he talks about his father in the future. Look, death isn't good. None of us want to face it, but it happens. It is a real thing that happens to us. And when I see an audience that is accepting the less real, what does that say about us as a society? And once again, what about brand new artists who can't seem to get a break, especially with the dreaded blue dot fever happening these days? Even artists with names and quite a discography are having trouble filling the seats, and they're canceling not just a show here or there, but entire tours at this point. Maybe, just maybe, the average audience is getting a little fed up with the same old, same old. All right, folks, that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. That helps with views. And if you haven't subscribed to this thing we call the Tribe, why, that's just so damned easy, it's ridiculous. All you have to do is hit that subscribe to the Tribe button, tap that top bell icon, and you'll be notified of all my future videos and streams. By the way, just to let you guys know, I'm not streaming twice a week anymore. I'm trying to get that down to once a week, and I haven't got a particular day chosen yet. So to all of my streaming viewers, bear with me, and I'll try to get back on the horse as soon as possible. All right, folks, that's the video, and as I said, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Michael Noland. This is The Bottom Line, but between you and me, don't forget this. We are the Tribe.